present to you a proposal for solicitor for Lebanon County. And we received a proposal from Buzgon Davis Law Offices, Dave Warner. If approved, Dave Warner would be the primary, along with Mike Bechtold, who is another attorney at Buzgon Davis, to represent the county as its solicitor for all matters. And I'll give Dave an opportunity then if he wants to speak on it, but the parameters of the agreement would be on an hourly basis. Historically, the county's solicitor has been a salaried position, which included benefits. At this point, what Dave has proposed is an hourly rate which would be $150 per hour for any work on behalf of the county. That would be for any work on behalf of that's done by a partner. Any other attorney in the firm would be billed at $140 an hour, and the paralegal time that would be necessary would be $75 per hour. On top of that, if necessary, any legal fees, out-of-pocket expenses such as filing fees, transcripts, photocopies, that sort of thing, would be billed separately on the invoice. So that's the, in a nutshell, that's the proposal for you. If you want to take action on that, if there's anything you want to invite David.
Well, Dave, are there any things that you'd like to say this morning before we take action on it?
I guess in regard to our proposal, certainly Buzgon Davis, just a little background on the firm. I think the commissioners are probably aware of it because we're walked down the street here from the office, and I think we all, at least members of my firm, know everyone here on some personal, professional level, things like that. So we are submitting this request. We've reduced our standard hourly rate from what our partners and associates typically bill out in consideration for the county, the public service angle of it. And just, it would be kind of our honor, quite frankly, to do this and serve in this role. We would view this as something that would be a true opportunity for us and something we would appreciate doing on behalf of the county. We suggested this fee arrangement after some discussions with Jamie, just because I think it's the most practical, pragmatic, cost-effective way for the county to do it. Is you will pay for the services that you use. I will work, if you retain us at your discretion, doing the projects you asked us to do, attending meetings or whatever it is you'd like us to do. So you only actually get billed for the time that we actually work. I think you'll find it to be the most cost-effective way, as opposed to doing a flat fee retainer that allows for some discretion or speculation, I guess, as to what work is actually being done, or a straight salary, as I understand the arrangements kind of historically been. So we can certainly try that out. I think we're very flexible. Again, we want to serve in this role for the county, and we'll hopefully do it for a long period of time, so we're certainly willing to be flexible with billing arrangements and things like that if we find this doesn't work for us, or if you'd like more coverage, different events or things like that. When we retain a client at Buzgon Davis, I will be the primary contact. I'd be the one who you will deal with, or Jamie will deal with directly, or the other employees. But you will have the access to anyone in the firm. If there's someone else who has more of a specialty or experience, we would certainly make that attorney, partner, associate, whatever would be available to do the work on behalf of the county or answer the questions, whatever would be necessary. So I think collectively I will be your face, your primary contact, but overall anyone and everyone down the street will be available. So we're happy to do whatever the county needs us to do.
Tom Long, as you know, has been filling in since January. Tom's the assistant solicitor. He's been assisting primarily with Dan Seaman and the
assessments
that are going on. He did a nice job. He's doing a nice job. I will meet with, assuming your appointment here, I will meet with Dave and Tom in the next few days and do some form of a transfer. As you also know, Pennsylvania County Risk Pool, which is our insurance carrier, they are the defense counsel for most all of the lawsuits that are filed in the county, unless it's a suit where the plaintiff is not requesting any monetary damages, then that would fall to the county to defend themselves. But 95% of what we are sued for is for monetary damages, and then P Corp handles that, usually through Thomas and Hafer. So that's another firm that's involved in the process. But I'll do that in the next few days with the assistant and with Dave.
Commissioners, you have questions for?
I'd just like to say that the reputation of your firm is outstanding, and you've always represented yourself well, and I look forward to a long, happy partnership that's mutually beneficial. Thank you for submitting your offer.
Thank you.
Commissioner Phillips, anything?
No, nothing to add to that.
Any questions from the rest of
Yeah,
the panel?
I do.
Okay, John.
For comparison, can you tell me what the salary was for the previous solicitors?
Annually, it was 56,000
Yep,
plus
and then-
benefits.
And then plus benefits. And did you try and do some sort of hourly comparison to kind of figure it out, the trade-off here?
I did some math, I guess, on it, but to do a comparison, it was often difficult to quantify how much Adrian did in the past, because there were some direct contacts she had with department heads where, you know, I may not have known necessarily that she was doing, say, a guardianship for aging or you know, reviewing something. So it's hard to put math to it, or hard to put a quantity to the number of hours she spent. But at this rate, you know, what I simply did, it's not difficult, take this rate, divide it into what we've spent in the past, and this would provide for something like 12 weeks of representation, which
Full-time.
yeah, which seems like, you know, I'll be surprised. Dave's shaking his head. I'll be surprised if we reach that level of need, you know.
Unless something drastic would happen, I think we're going to see a significant savings here and have good representation. That's my feeling, so.
Were there other firms interested, and Mr. Long, did he express any interest in?
We didn't have a formal process. You know, it was kind of, if there was interest expressed. There were a total of 3 expressions of interest, and Tom was one of them, yes.
And is there a bio and you available online or something like that?
Yeah, our website, there's a bio. Yeah, or I could email.
Do you foresee how much you're gonna be able to save then, because that's what it sounds like you're looking at. You're looking at a savings.
Saving, but I would say we're probably gonna need a year under our belt before we can really see what it is. Yeah, but it just as I said, you know, the math a few minutes ago, you know, that at 150 an hour, you know, 56,000 or plus benefits, but maybe I think I based it on about 62 or 63,000. You could have someone full-time for 12 weeks, and I don't believe we command that kind of need for representation, so I do expect it'll save.
Can I ask one follow-up?
Sure, John.
What gave Buzgon and Davis the edge over the other 2 firms? Was it?
The last one came in only yesterday,
Okay.
formally, so, you know.
I think response,
Yeah.
my honest opinion is that's something that was lacking before. We don't have a constant need, but it's important that when we need legal advice or opinion, we should be able to get it immediately. And so they were very quick to respond. In fact, they were proactive. They approached the county on the job, so they were, you know, they made contact with Jamie initially. So that, to me, that indicates that they're interested in doing the job and serving the county.
And the rates were extremely favorable, et cetera. So.
I think we're buying a firm that has a wide breadth, you know, it's got a lot of depth in a lot of areas, so that's another attraction, I think, for a county that has a lot of different needs, that they'll be able to respond. I think that's another big factor in my mind.
Fresh start.
Are we ready for the question? Motion.
I'll move that we accept the Buzgon Davis firm as our legal representation.
Second?
Now, it's been moved and seconded to appoint Buzgon Davis under the immediate contact with David Warner as our legal counsel. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I didn't vote. Aye. Opposed?
You voting opposed?
Or approved? No. No, I said aye. Forgot to vote. All right. Thank you very much, Dave.
Welcome, David. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.